When you import a dataset using RStudio, it is stored as a special object called a tibble, which is a type of data frame that's similar to a matrix. Unlike a matrix, however, it can contain both quantitative and qualitative data. According to R documentation, tibbles are a modern take on data frames. They keep the features that have stood the test of time and drop the features that are no longer convenient. In many instances, the terms tibble and data frame are used interchangeably. To analyze the data, you have to tell the computer the name of the tibble where the data is stored. Otherwise, the computer does not know where to find the data. There are at least 4 ways to do this in R, and in this video, I demonstrate the first 3 methods. You can attach the tibble. Almost every authority on R recommends against using this method. However, many of the Mike Marion videos that I assign use this method. You can use a $sign to explicitly tell R the name of the tibble containing the data, or you can define a new variable in a way that tells R the name of the tibble where the data resides. The data equals argument is a 4th method, but it's not available for all R functions. We will start using this method when we study the functions where this option is offered. This is the R source pane that contains the code to import the paytime data. Line 3 tells the computer to display the variable names and the first 2 rows of data. Line 4 tells the computer to show the search path that is being used. A search path is the sequence of directories where R will look. If the tibble containing the data is not shown in the search path, this means that the tibble is not searched by R when evaluating a variable. In this case, R will throw an error message. When line 5 is executed, it will generate an error message because R cannot find the variable named days. Line 7 attaches the tibble to the search path. Line 8 shows the new search path, and my data will be on that new path. Line 9 will be able to find and report the mean of days. Line 10 cleans things up by detaching the tibble. If you do use this method, always detach the tibble when you're through. This is the console pane. It contains the code used to import the data. The greater than sign on each line is called a prompt. It indicates the system is ready to receive input. In other words, it prompts the user for a command. Do not type this in the source pane because it's not something you want to execute, and it will generate an error. Notice the search command lists the search path, and you will see that my data is not listed. Here we see that mean days throws an error message because object days is not found. This is the console pane that uses attach my data. Notice that my data is now in the search path, and mean days finds the mean equal to 18.11 rounded. Detach my data removes my data from the search path. R experts stress the importance of detaching in order to clean up the search path. Using the $sign is a way to explicitly tell R where to find the data. I use this method for a lot of the problems we work. Line 4 explicitly tells R it should look in my data to find days and to find the mean of days. This is the console pane showing the mean equal to 18.11 rounded. Line 4 of the source pane creates a new variable that I named days. Notice that it's defined as being the days variable in the my data tibble using the $sign. Line 5 finds the mean of the newly defined days variable, and this will not throw an error message because line 4 told R the variable is in my data. Here's the console pane showing the mean. In this video, we learned 3 ways to find the mean of a variable that is in a tibble. Most of the data we analyze in this class will be in tibbles, so you'll become very familiar with these techniques. Thanks for watching, and give me a call if you have any questions.